Well, this is kind of an experiment. I got a power cord for my GoPro plugged in. I just want to see if, with the battery plugged in, if that actually helps keep that battery from dying. See this spot up here where we've driven on it. Can't hardly even tell I'm doing anything. And I know, I'm sure there's some people that don't live in snowy climates that really don't understand why we push such a small amount of snow off. But if you don't push it off, if the weather gets just right, you'll just end up with 3 inches of ice on the ground. Boy, those split brakes are nice, because right here where I'm actually sitting is a pretty good slope down off the side of the garage to the yard. And there's no way, without split brakes, there's no way I'd be able to run across the side of this hill. That's pretty nice. Very nice feature. I do have a I do have coming up, I'm going to have a 1-year review on this 2038. And I'll give, now that I've had some good use with this MSL front end loader, I'll give you some more of my thoughts on this. I'll give you a little teaser. I can't, there's no way I'd want to be without this self-leveling loader. I have grown really to like this a lot. And snow removal is one thing I never gave it any thought whatsoever as far as snow removal went. But it is so nice to be able to get to the pile and just raise up and the pusher stays square with the pile, so that you're able to push it up and over the top of the pile. That, I never gave that any thought. Snow removal was the farthest thing on my mind when I ordered this loader. But that is so handy. So, let me answer a couple of questions. Probably, aside from, do I like the pusher better than the plow, which is a yes. On my yard, for what I clear, this pusher is just the cat's meow. I never thought I would like the pusher as much as I do. And everybody's opinions vary. For me, I love the pusher. When I used to plow this, at the end of plowing, you always got cleanup to do, because you always got something tailing off the side of the blade. With the push, you don't get that. I mean, it's different if you're plowing 28 inches like I did a month ago. I don't care what you're using. Maybe, well, a snowblower would have been nice for that. And I'm probably getting one. I'm in the works. We're in the process of saving up for one. And believe it or not, that was my wife's pushing more than mine. But it would have been nice on that 28 inches of snow. There's no doubt about that. I'm about wrapping this up. Like I said, it wasn't much here, just a couple inches. But you gotta keep clearing it, or it'll just pack down and turn to ice. There it is. 30 minutes. 30 minutes and done. But like I said, this wasn't much, so I don't have to keep making multiple passes because it stays contained in the pusher. A lot of people that don't live in snowy areas don't really understand why we push off snow when there's only a couple inches, but if you don't, that couple inches gets walked on, gets driven on, gets packed down, and then when the weather starts warming up a little bit, that turns into, you know, a 3 or 4 inch sheet of ice. I mean, I always have at least an inch or so pack on the snow. It's just the way it is because I run my shoes down about, I don't know, half an inch. So, you know, every time you plow, if you're plowing on pack, you're leaving another half an inch. So by the end of winter, you almost always end up with an inch or two anyways, but this is another quick one. And it was more or less, like I said, an experiment to see if keeping this battery plugged in actually worked, and it did because I'm still showing full battery. So maybe I've figured out a way to keep this GoPro 8 battery from dying in 5 minutes when it's cold out. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Elk Creek Acres.